Hey there! My name is Christina Spider. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, hi! Pull up a chair. I hope you like what you see. So, today we are starting a new game called Doki Doki Literature Club, known as the game that is not what it seems. For anybody who's been watching the beginning of my channel, know I've been talking about this a little bit, and I know this doesn't exactly seem like the kind of game that I would play based off of what I've been playing. But, like I said, this game is not what it seems. So, we're going to get right into it. I saw a couple reviews for this game online. I kind of went back and forth about whether I wanted to play it. Then my friend Kayla recommended it, and so I decided to give it a shot. Here we go. New game. Please enter your name. I hate when it makes me enter my name. Problems with my mouse pad. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Oh, so I'm looking in a mirror at me running at myself? That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's mean. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Wow, I'm a jerk. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. No, not me. I wasn't going to ignore you. Only video game me. That's mean, Christina. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. I'm mean. I am not a nice person. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you didn't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Christina, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I am perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. A NEET? Can someone tell me what that means? Because I have no clue. In a few years, because you're not used to the real world. Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? What does that even mean? Like, what? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her makes me want to erase her mind. Makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Dory wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Dory must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spaced out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's late to your own club. But I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I am going to your... Meanie. Dory is vice president of the Literature Club. Ha! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Wow, for claiming that I don't care very much about her, sure do know about her a lot. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. So, pause time. I know I am probably going to butcher all of the names, all of the Japanese words. I know this. So you should prepare yourself too. Just saying. Hehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Hey, you have cupcakes. You can get me to go to most things. There are some things that even if you have cupcakes, I would probably have to say no. But to most things, if you want me there, let there be cupcakes. Yes, let's go. Allergies. Allergies are bad. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cup. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. So third year, is that like, here? Is anybody that knows? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or it's a pleasure meeting you. I love her purple hair. That is really cool. Sayori always says nice things about you. Why? I'm a dick. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Well, do. Ah, Christina, what a nice surprise. Who are you? How do you know me? Welcome to the club. Oh. Very green eyes. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. So she's a freshman, I'm guessing? Yeah, she looks a lot younger than the other girls do. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly in my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Look, they just about have the same hair, just styled differently. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. Oh, purple hair girl is smart. Don't say things like that. Oh, she's so self-conscious. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. I do? It's great to see you again, Christina. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay, so I do know her. Monica was possibly the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely felt a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Christina. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly matches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. I want cupcakes. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. She's got like vampire fangs. Ah! Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has always managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. What? Do people do that? You don't just bite into a cupcake? Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot down. Oh. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Actually, yes. Yes, it does. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad, actually. Reading and tea is a big pastime of mine. Trying to pretend like you know me, game? Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Like this game so far? No offense? You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Christina, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, everything. That is the real answer. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup. Okay. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. So, I'm a little bit Yuri. Accepting I'm a little bit Yuri. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Why did reading that make me slightly uncomfortable? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Me too! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to on the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Why do I feel like this is a lot of front-loading? Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes a lot more than just confidence. That's true. Putting yourself out there and sharing it with the world, whether it's through writing or art or hell, even having a YouTube channel, I think it takes a lot. And I think when people put themselves out there, whether or not they get fame or whether or not a lot of people see it, I think it takes a lot of guts to do that. So if you are one of those things, I applaud you. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. See, I so agree with that. Like, about just art in general, of any form. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically, I know I didn't say that right, at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Christina? Why are you talking to me? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, look, they're so sad! How can you say no to that? But, I'm sorry, I thought, Christina, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes all light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Christina, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing? I already feel the anxiety welding up inside me. I am prematurely pushing too often. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Christina, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. All right, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.